A new immigration crackdown under US President Donald Trump has sparked major concern across the United States. This time, the focus is not just on the border, but on migrant children who are already living in the country. Many of them were staying with their families. In recent weeks, immigration officers have visited the homes of these children and taken about 500 of them into federal custody, separating them from their families once again. The agency behind these action is ICE, of course, and they are being doing what they called welfare checks, visits that are supposed to make sure that the kids are safe. But many legal experts and child advocates say that these visits are actually being used to enforce immigration law, not to protect the children. According to them, this is just another way the government is trying to scare families and make life harder for the undocumented immigrants. Once taken, then these children are sent to shelters or foster homes managed by the Office of Refugee Resettlement, which is part of Department of Health and Human Services. You know what's worrying is that it's now becoming really hard for the families to get their kids back. The Trump administration has added new rules. Parents or guardians must show income, document, pass DNA tests, and provide very strict ID proof. Now, for many undocumented families, this process is nearly impossible. This means that kids are staying in custody for much longer than before. Back in December 2024, children stayed about 67 days with ORR custody. But by April 2025, the number jumped to 170 days, almost 6 months on an average. Adding to the concern, there is now a war room in Washington, D.C., where different government agencies, including ICE, can see private information about these children, like medical records and asylum applications. This kind of data was always kept separate from immigration enforcement, but now it's being shared widely. Critics say that this violates the basic idea of keeping child protection separate from the law enforcement. Some officers are even showing up at the child's home without any warning, asking personal questions, and in some cases, taking children away on the spot. Families are worried that these visits might also be used to target and arrest the parents or the sponsors later on. In fact, one mother has been unable to bring 2 of her sons home from foster care for months, all because she couldn't provide the documents now required under the new rule. Well, the lawsuit has already been filed against the Trump administration, claiming that these changes are hurting innocent families and separating children from loving homes for no valid reason. The administration says that it wants to bring order and integrity to the system. But experts believe that this is actually about making life more difficult for the migrant families as a way to scare others from coming to the US. For now, hundreds of kids remain in the government custody and many families are left heartbroken, unsure if or when they'll see their children again.